Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome to part 17 of Intro to Programming. I know in the last video I said that we were going to cover or do like a final exercise, but I'm going to do one more video and cover dictionaries because I'm going to use dictionaries in the final exercise, which will be the next video. So let's get into it. A dictionary is a great way that we can store two values that are related to each other. So take a phone book, for example. A phone book has a list of names and numbers, or numbers and names associated with each of those numbers. And that's a perfect example of how we can store something using a dictionary. We can store a bunch of key value pairs together and then represent those as a dictionary. And let's actually visualize how we can do this in a comment right here. So we have a list of keys and then we have values. So let's say we have this phone book, for example. We're going to have phone numbers on one side, which is the key, and then names on the other side, which is the value. And then the first one will be I don't know, 756 453 3345, and that belongs to John. And then we have another one here that's 876 567 8877, and that belongs to Sally. So the list goes on and on, right? Well, these are our keys and these are our values. And an important thing to note is that the keys have to be unique in a dictionary. And that's why we have the phone numbers stored as the keys, because phone numbers are unique, right? Not more than one person has the same phone number. Names are not unique. There's a lot of people with the same name, right? So I could have another phone number, unique phone number down here, and then have John again down here, and that's going to be totally fine. So let's actually see how we can use a dictionary to do this. So to use a dictionary, we need to use this systems.collections generic namespace. And this might be familiar to you because when we did a list in a couple videos ago, a list comes from the same namespace as a dictionary. It comes from that generic collection namespace. So let's actually write one out here. So dictionary, and then open and closing angled brackets, and you can see it's expecting a key and a value. So we need to specify what data types these two are. And this phone number you might think would be a number, right, or an integer. Well, that's not right, because we want to store this as a string because we're not doing any computational things with a phone number, right? We're not subtracting phone numbers from each other or anything, so we wouldn't want to store that as an integer. So we want to store it as a plain old string. And then obviously the name we want to also store as a string. So here we got our keys on one side and our value on the other side. And then we'll just call it phone book equals new dictionary string parentheses, which the parentheses actually construct this new phone book instance of this dictionary. So we have this phone book now, and we want to add values to it, and we can hit dot, and now you can see all the different things that are associated with this dictionary. So we can add, we can, there's a remove in here somewhere, right there, remove, to string, a bunch of awesome methods in here that we have access to. So play with those as much as you want. But we're going to use the add for now, and we're going to add a phone number, 854 867 5309, 867 5309, and that belongs to, let's say, Frodo. So here we have a key and a value, and they're both strings. In this first one, we're going to have a phone number, and the next one, we're going to have a name. And we add everyone like this, right? So 895 689 8877, and that belongs to Samwise. Let's do one more in here. 456 55 555 sure, and that belongs to Gandalf. Now we can loop through each one of these phone books just like we would with a list, really. So we'll do a for each loop like we learned in a couple videos ago. For each entry in phone book, CW tab entry, and I'll hit F5 to run. And you'll see that it prints out the keys and the values in really a perfect order like this. It's really a nice way that they have it done here. And let's say we just want to, we're just worried about the keys, which would be the numbers. So we could actually say dot keys, hit F5 to run, and you'll see I just get the keys now, which is the phone numbers. I can do the same thing with values if I want to. Let's keep it as just the entire entry. And now let's see how we can access individual items inside of this dictionary. So with a list or an array, you would have to loop through every single entry in order to find for the most part, that's how you do it, in order to find a value, right? Well, with a dictionary, it's a really fast lookup because it's just going directly to, let's say I want to find this number, 89568988877. It's going to go right to that and then remove this entry or do whatever you want to do with that entry. I don't know why I said remove. So let's see how we can do that. So var person equals phone book, square brackets, and then parentheses or quotes, and let's copy and paste that number into there. And then I'm going to comment this out for now. Oops, or delete it. CW tab person. Let's see what we get. You can see that I get Samwise. So it's going to that specific key and then grabbing that value associated with that key. And so that's how we can actually access individual items inside of this dictionary. Let's see how we can remove items now. We can get rid of that. Actually, let's just get rid of all this. Start fresh. So let's do phone book dot remove, and then actually, okay. So this parentheses, you can see that it says it's expecting a key, a string key for the remove operation. So let's copy this entire thing again, paste it in there. And now this is going to remove the Samwise entry from the phone book dictionary that we have. So let's uncomment our loop right here so we can actually print all the values out again and see what we get now. So now you can see that we have 2 entries in here and Samwise is no longer in there because we removed it. So this is this is really all I'm going to cover in this video. This is a quick introduction to dictionaries. They're really useful. I use them all the time. And I hope you learned something. So in the next video, we will be doing the final exercise and concluding this entire intro to programming tutorial. So I hope you've learned something up until this point. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.